All right, we are in lesson 1 of Unit 7, and this is the Intro to App Lab. You have just watched this video about how once you get your final product ready to share, how you can use that share button and send it to someone, send it to yourself. But before we do that, what we really want to do is kind of figure out, what do you want to do? Okay, so let's meet up here, or let me just demonstrate for a moment on this level. Once you finished up level 13, you added some functionality so that both the left and the right button take you to a different screen. Okay, so if I hit run and I hit left, it takes me to this one. If I hit right, it takes me to that one. Okay, so you kind of have this good template set up. So what I want you to do first, take out a piece of paper. Okay, grab your journal, grab your notes, whatever. And what I want you to do is draw on here what is set up so far. Now I know holding up my paper to the camera is not going to do any good, but I drew it out and I will draw it out on my smartboard screen. Okay, so get something to write with and get your journal so we can see what we're doing. Here's what is set up so far. So on that home screen, let's make this blue. Okay, draw a bigger box. Right now on that initial screen, this is some kind of image. Okay, in fact, it's it's just this little arrow thing, because this is supposed to be choose your own adventure. So it's kind of like little signs or something on there. Okay, you are going to choose, what do I want to do with that now? I want to change up the image, or make it a button or something else. You decide. But right now, this is the structure you have in place to work with. Underneath that, there is, I can't remember if it's just a label or a button, and there's some text on here. This is where it's saying choose your own adventure, blah, blah, blah. Let's take a look. Okay. It's a bigger box, I guess, but it's got text on here asking a question. And then there are two buttons underneath here. So we've got this right here. This is another button. And I'm just going to call this option. And here's the other button with the other option. Okay. What I want you to start thinking about is, okay, what do I want to make here? You're going to take this structure and just change it up and see what you can make out of it. Now, what also is set up here is if you click on this button, it takes you to some kind of new screen. Okay, so here, if you want to just draw a bigger box and say new screen, and then do the same thing over here. When you clicked on the right button, it took you to this new right screen. Okay, and you're like, oh, wow, that's exciting. Well, the reason they did that is just because it would make sense to see it that way, and then you get it programmed, and now you can go and change it up to be something that you like. Okay, here's what they did for you in code.org and what I want you to explore. Okay, so it says here on the instructions, okay, build your own app by extending this project and then share it with someone. So take your time, because this is a lot of new ideas being thrown at you, and I don't expect you to get it all immediately. So you've got your piece of paper with this, and I want you to kind of think about, all right, what do I want to do with this? They have some ideas that you can look at. So by all means, they have some examples of just kind of choose your own adventure. Okay. So there's, yikes. All right. So there's one. It has a lot of music on there. Cool. They also have some greeting card ideas. So this is cool on here as well. Ooh, happy birthday. And it kind of gives you a choice. Pool party. Oh, it's got like beach stuff. And then, yikes, music there. That's kind of cool too. Or this last one, they have, oh, a personality quiz. All right. And they have a sample one there as well. So what I want you to do is think about, okay, these are kind of funny. Okay. So I want you to take some time and think about what you want to do. Again, you'll have to search out some images and things. I will show you what I did to kind of play with one because I wanted to try and do something with a little bit of trivia. So here's mine. So what I did is I changed, take a look here. I changed the first image to just say trivia. And then it says choose a question for some Minnesota trivia. So I just simply swapped out the picture, changed the text, and then played around with some color and called it Q1 and Q2. Okay. So if you choose question number 1, here's a little, here's the screen. But then what I did is I not only had the question on there, I had this little hidden answer thing and added another on event so that when I clicked on the answer button, okay, it showed a new screen. There it is, 3M invented Post-it notes. I also added this going back to the start. You could also just hit the reset button, but that would start the game over. Here's question 2, and we'll talk about this. What great sports event happened on February 22nd, 1980? Those of you that are hockey nerds will know that this is when the U.S. men's Olympic hockey team won, or I should say, defeated the Soviet Union and advanced to the gold medal round during that year's Winter Olympics. Super exciting. So, and then I have a back to start button. So, you kind of sketch out what you think you want, and then in level 15, and I'm assuming this is going to take a while, okay? So think about what you want and what you are going to create. Go ahead and use their instructions here with these examples so that you can kind of get some idea. And then there's tons of sound, so go and investigate that. Turn the sound down on your Chromebook because it's annoying, and then go to town and have some fun. And I'll be excited to see what you come up with. Yay! Happy coding.